stands out to you about the Jets defense?
Yeah, they're really well coached, and they've got a really, they've got a lot of really good players on that side of the ball. They're a good team, and we have to watch as much film as we can. They're going to do what they do, and we got to be ready for whatever they bring, pressure-wise, coverage-wise. They do a lot of great things on defense.
Justin, just in terms of game scripts, obviously the Jets have a fantastic front, similar to Dallas in terms of the level of talent that they have up there. How do you guys sort of avoid falling into that sort of same game script that you did in Dallas, where you weren't able to run the ball and they were able to sort of get after you a little bit, outside of just like running the ball better?
I think that's probably a great question for Kellen and Doug and Coach Nuge, and they're the ones putting the plan together. And I think it starts up front. It starts with us and being able to take what we can get downfield, be aggressive with our shots, and have a well-balanced attack.
What have you seen from Sauce Gardner on tape?
Yeah, he's really good. He's long and he's able to cover, downfield, intermediate, short routes, and he's done a great job, and he's had a lot of success over the past couple of years. So we're not surprised. We know how talented he is. He's definitely one of those guys you have to be aware of wherever he's on the field.
Justin, after watching the film, did you see anything different about the way you played or the way things went on Sunday that made you play the way that you did?
No, it's just execution, going out there and playing ball, playing fast.
Brandon said you looked like you were just playing, like you were playing kind of free, like free, just playing more than you had so in the previous two games. Did you feel that way at all?
Sorry, could you ask
Yeah, Brandon, he said you were just playing, like almost like you were playing free, like in a freer way than you had been before. Did you feel that way at all? Was it anything to do with your finger progressing or anything like that?
No, I appreciate those comments from him. I think it's always good to just go out there and play ball, and that's exactly what we did.
Is your finger better?
Yes, it is. It's getting better every day.
Justin, have you seen any change in how teams are playing you structurally from a coverage standpoint?
I think each team kind of do what they want to, and I think we have to have a good plan going into each week, knowing that we're going to see something different. No two defenses are the same, and we've seen a lot of different coverages, a lot of different pressures. So I think that's just part of the NFL, part of the league, of getting a bunch of different things, getting a bunch of just pressures and seeing it all. So having experience and being able to go through it helps a ton.
The only reason I ask is the numbers show that you're seeing like a lot fewer too high shells this season. But I don't know if how much that was maybe skewed by what the Vikings did and the Raiders did, or if you sort of seen a trend of maybe more single high and less too high shells.
I haven't seen a trend. I'd be interested to look at the numbers though. That does sound pretty interesting though.
What can you do to try and put out the same level of execution in the first and second half going forward?
Just knowing that we've got the plan, we've got the right guys, and going out there and executing, and know that we're able to play really good football when we want to and when we're able to, and just being consistent for all four quarters. I think that's a huge part of us playing well, and a big part of when we want to play well.
How do you maintain that consistency throughout all 60 minutes?
I think it's just taking each play as they come, one at a time, knowing that we've got practice reps that we treat like game reps, and knowing that it's not all going to happen at once, but it's going to be each individual play that you take care of, and if you do that enough, you're going to play consistent football.
Keenan is coming up on 10,000 yards receiving in his career. The way he's able to just consistently produce at a high level year after year, what have you learned being around him all this time?
Yeah, he's a pro. He's done such a great job watching film, taking care of his body, and being available. And he's as good as it gets, talented-wise, but he's a professional off the field as well. The way he treats people, the way he leads our team, we're not surprised at all by all the success that he's had.
Getting Austin more activated in the passing game, kind of hit him on a bunch of different things. There's a screen pass, there's a design choice route, getting him on checkdowns. What does it allow you to do as an offense when you guys are getting him the ball in space in the passing game?
Yeah, he's a huge part of our offense, and I think it opens up our offense as well. Not only is it on the ground, but it's in the air, and you got to worry about him multiple different ways, and whether he's in the backfield or whether he's lined up out in the slot. He's done such a great job of being able to pick that up and run with it. And we know how talented he is. So anytime you can get him out on the field and get him the ball, good things generally happen.
What's the balance like for you? Because obviously, going into the season, there's a lot of talk about just being aggressive and pushing the ball downfield, so having that mentality. When you have a weapon like Austin, though, that's so dangerous in the check down game, how do you sort of balance those two things of staying aggressive and making sure you're looking downfield, but also knowing that when you get the ball to him in those check down situations, he's going to be able to make a play?
Well, I think it's a great problem to have, to understand that you've got those options downfield, and if everyone drops out and if everything's covered downfield, you know that you've got Eck down below, and you can drop the ball off to him, and he's going to go get 5 or 6 yards, break a tackle, and get more. So I think having both of those aspects of our offense, I think it's only going to help us.